Hello, my fishing friends. Your favorite expert is here. And today we're diving deep into the fishing forecast for Wednesday, January 7th, 2026. Now, many of you might think winter means hanging up your rods, but I'm here to tell you that this day holds some unique surprises and fantastic opportunities, especially if you know where to look and what to use. We're going to uncover why this specific day could be either a challenge or a chance for a memorable catch, depending on your location and approach. Get ready because the water is calling, and we're breaking down everything you need to know for a successful outing across the diverse waters of the United States. Let's talk tactics for a few of our winter warriors. First up, for those of you in the colder northern states, especially where the ice is safe, we're looking at beet, perch, and crappie salt. These panfish are often schooled up in mid-depths, around 8 to 15 feet, near any structure, submerged brush, weed lines, or even subtle bottom transitions. Why there? Because that's where the water temperature is most stable and baitfish are often holding tight. For perch, a small jig, perhaps a 1/16 or 1/32 ounce, tipped with a live minnow head or a maggot, presented slowly with tiny twitches, is your ticket to success. For crappie, a small soft plastic jig, maybe a 1-inch or 2-inch tube on a light jig head, worked vertically just above the schools you mark on your sonar, will often get their attention. Remember, slow and subtle is the name of the game. Now, for my friends in the milder southern regions where open water prevails, let's focus on peg catfish, particularly blue and channel cats. January can be one of the most reliable times for these big fellas. They'll be concentrated in deeper creek channels and coves, often in 15 to 30 feet of water, especially near those crucial drop-offs and submerged timber. Why those spots? Baitfish are seeking refuge from colder, shallower waters, and the catfish follow. My best advice for this day is to anchor strategically. Position your boat so your baits land just outside the main channel, letting some rest on the slope and others on the flatter transitions. Fresh cut shad is almost unbeatable. The scent trail in colder water is a powerful attractant. If shad are scarce, cut white perch works wonders. A heavy Carolina rig or a simple bottom rig with a 2 to 4 ounce sinker to hold your bait in place will be effective. Let's dive into the conditions shaping our day. Weather-wise, January 7th, 2026 is shaping up to be a true winter's day across much of the country. Temperatures in the northern states will hover around freezing from 32 to 33 degrees Fahrenheit during the day, with light precipitation expected. Think flurries or light snow in the north, perhaps a touch of rain in the south. The atmospheric pressure is likely to be relatively stable, perhaps slowly rising, which usually signals a more consistent, albeit often slower, bite. We're seeing a classic north-south weather split, colder and potentially snowier in the north, milder and possibly rainier in the south. This affects everything. A steady, moderate breeze, maybe up to 8 miles per hour, is anticipated, which can help oxygenate the water, but also makes boat control a little trickier for open water anglers. Regarding water temperature across the Great Lakes, we're looking at water temperatures ranging from the low 30s to around 40 degrees Fahrenheit. For most freshwater lakes and rivers in the colder regions of the United States, expect temperatures to be in the low to mid-40s, possibly even dipping into the high 20s under persistent ice cover. In the warmer southern states, water temperatures might be in the 50s or even low 60s in some shallow, sun-exposed areas, but still significantly cooler than summer. This cold water dramatically slows down the fish's metabolism. They become less active, less aggressive, and their feeding windows shrink, making them conserve energy by moving to deeper, more stable environments. Now, for a bit of lunar wisdom, on January 7th, 2026, the moon will be in its waning gibbous ticket phase. It's about 4 days past the full moon, with approximately 80% of its surface still illuminated, but steadily decreasing. Many anglers believe that the waning gibbous phase, especially a few days after the intense feeding around the full moon, can offer a period of fair to good fishing, as fish might be recovering and looking for consistent meals. The moon will be in the sign of Virgo. Considering all these factors, my friends, the overall fish activity for January 7th, 2026 will be slow but promising. It will be a sea capricious of bite, requiring patience and precise presentation, but with good rewards for those who adapt. The cold temperatures and slower metabolism mean fish are concentrated and less willing to chase, but they will bite if your offering is presented correctly in their strike zone. So, my friends, get out there and enjoy the unique challenges and rewards of winter fishing. May your lines be tight and your catches be plentiful. Tight lines, everyone. And hey, don't forget to hit that like button, subscribe for more forecasts, and tell me in the comments, what are your go-to winter fishing tactics and what's your most memorable winter catch? Share your stories below. I love hearing from you all. Until next time, stay warm and catch some giants.